do take on and adapt the behaviors. Keep seeing these videos on my newsfeed and it's fucking irritating me. How to be that girl in a weekend. How to get that glow up in 2024. Ironic that I'm dressed in all black, but I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Why are we taking fluffy advice from 12-year-olds? Hashtag just manifest it. And why is no one actually talking about the work, the actual work, not the perception of work, but the actual work needed? This is based upon all the things that I've learned in my personal journey, a journey which I'm still on, but I've done pretty well so far. The first thing you need to do is leave your environment. Environment is everything, and without realizing, we actually do take on and adapt the behaviors of our environment. And so you need to be very conscious, very, very careful about the environment that you put yourself in. And if the environment is not conducive to the plans, the hopes, the dreams that you have, you need to remove yourself. The second thing that no one talks about is that you need to learn how to be alone. This won't be an issue for the hyper-independent girlies out there, but despite my big age, I still get comments and things like, oh my God, are you really traveling to Bali all by yourself? Are you not like meeting anyone there? Baby, are we 5? Why must you wait for people before you do something? Because the thing is, with this journey of success, with this journey of achieving stuff, you have to go alone and then people tend to follow you. Because the thing is, this journey will take you to the darkest of places, so you need to know how to be by yourself in the wilderness. Lastly, you need to be okay with losing friends. But don't worry, because better ones are going to come. And they typically come naturally as you vibrate on a higher frequency. I keep seeing these videos on my newsfeed and it's fucking irritating.
So I just saw that, and when I saw it, immediately I was just like, oh my God. It's kind of like one of the reasons I made this channel. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. I'm not like a theme. I sometimes it's like a cultural commentator, but usually it's like shit that I see online about people who are interesting to me that I'm literally talking about because I know that there's somebody else who's like also interested in it. And right now there's like a few of us. There's like 800 of us. That's not that many, right? That doesn't mean that we're not interested in it. Just because there's like a few of us, it doesn't make it like less interesting. It doesn't make it like less real. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I post sometimes about all the things that like Sam is doing with artificial intelligence, but I think that some of you guys don't realize like how these algorithms are going to start changing stuff. So, I made kind of a commentary video about this a while ago, but I'll make one that's a little bit more clear if I remember and have the time. Um, so there's a woman who made a video that was about like how all the things that she learned, I guess, because she messed up making YouTube videos. And one of the main things was about like copyright infringement and like unoriginal ideas, right? So that's like a really big thing. Like, you can get demonetized or deplatformed for having unoriginal ideas. And if you haven't noticed, all the girlies are making like the same videos on the same topics. And this is going to stop as the YouTube algorithm gets better and realized we've already monetized somebody for making this video. You can't just like steal someone's content, this idea and theme that they have researched, and then now you take that research and you resurface it to like your channel and platform. This was kind of like the really big problem with a lot of like white creators who were just like stealing shit from from black creators. They stole the dances, they stole the passions, the culture, just so many things until it's just like, damn, well, okay, so if you have this original idea that you're putting all this time and effort into, which is kind of like your intellectual property in a sense, or maybe we should have a new like term for it, your online content property, and then someone else is just like stealing it and being like, well, now it's mine. Well, that's not really fair, is it? No. So we need to have like laws and regulations around that, and I really feel like those are coming. That's not the point, though. The point that I was making about what this woman said is like, you need to change your environment. This is so true. This is why I want to continue to make content for black women about like, first of all, I did change my environment. Like, even though I don't feel like my environment was technically bad, I think there's just a lot of lessons in terms of like adulthood that I had to learn by moving away from my family members. Whatever the hell they went through, and I would continue to say this, whatever your family went through in the past, what they're going through now, I'm not saying it doesn't impact you. It probably will if you care about your family members, but you literally do create your own destiny. And that really has to do with like your own work and your own experiences. your personal experiences are what are going to define you. So like if your parents are putting you in band or something but you hate band, then it's not going to do anything for you. But if your parents are putting you in chorus but you love chorus, well then that's going to open a whole bunch of doors for you because like the opportunity and the passion align, right? So if you realize that like the people around you, the friends around you, the environment around you, like it's not serving you, it's not giving you the thing that you want and you want something different, well you're going to have to be the person who goes to find that. It isn't just going to float to you out of thin air. You're going to have to do the work to like make it that way. And that is a very isolating thing. And I don't know if we talk about that enough in like the black community, especially when we have so many girlies making content and songs about relationships and men who they literally should not be in relationship with. Like we need to give, not, I'm not saying like every person, like if you are honestly in this like healthy relationship with some man, I'm not saying like leave your healthy relationship, but I am saying most of us are not, right? Especially in the black community. So therefore, like leaving your loser boyfriend isn't this thing that's going to be traumatic for you. It's going to be better for you. Like he actually is the problem. That's like the Risa Tisa lesson of it all, right? Is like the man is the problem. For a lot of people, the man is the problem. Not for everybody, but for quite a lot of people, if only that man were to leave, the windows of opportunity just open right up. Like he is actually the problem, honey. Like the problem is actually him. And you have to, I think you have to just get to a space where you're like willing and able to say that, cuz that's the tea. That's unfortunate and it's sad, but it's the tea nonetheless. Um, and then about friendships. Friendships take a while to build. Friendships takes a while to cultivate. All of your friends aren't going to be like wonderful role models for you who provide you with a ton of like value and like I don't know, engagement, I guess. Some of them aren't going to give a shit about like what's going on with you and that's okay. Like you're not like meant to be friends with everyone. You're just not, right? Um the people who, share values with you, the people who share interests and hobbies and stuff with you, those people like are probably your friends and you probably will grow together because you have those like shared interests. Sorry, I have a booger. Yeah. So um yeah. Yeah. I don't really have like that much more to say. That's pretty much what I had to say. Um yeah. Huh.